So we've spent some time talking today about Marshall Goldsmith's book. What got you here won't get you there. Which is I thought it was a kind of a catchy topic. But this talk is entitled, What Got Us Here Will Get Us There. So I'm not standing here telling you that we don't need to adapt to the new economy and the changes that are driving that new economy. I absolutely believe that we do have to do that. What I am here to say is the successful run that American agriculture has had is long, hundreds of years long, and it has embraced change, and it has soldiered on. But there's three key reasons for success that I would say we should never change about how we operate in American agriculture, no matter how the economics and the technology and the products and services around us, government policy and everything else does change. Number one is a rugged tenacity. To give you an example of that, my daughter's 18 years old. She's getting ready to go to college next year. She's looking at scholarships to apply for. And she gets a scholarship from our electric company. She doesn't realize what it is a rural electric cooperative. And her mom and I tell her, yeah, your friends that live in town can't apply for this because they don't live on the rural electric cooperative. And so she starts to ask me questions about this, and suddenly some of my memories come back to me, and I have to explain to her that when her grandpa was a little kid, they had electricity in town, they didn't have it out on the farm. And that groups of farmers had to get together and build this cooperative on their own, or nobody was going to run electric lines out to them. So just think about the lives that they lived at that time. Candlelight on cold winter nights. No lights in the barns other than lanterns. That tenacity to both live through those lean times and to do things like building their own electric cooperative is a tenacity that will serve us in the 21st century just as it did in the 18th and 19th. Number two, the speed of adoption. What seemed like just a few years ago, we know 2006, 2007, when sort of everybody started to get a cell phone and then the smartphones came along, right? Remember that? I was running marketing for the Anderson's grain business and was starting to look into statistics, urban versus rural. I would assume that adoption of smartphones would have a lag to it in rural America. What the data told me was exactly the opposite. Why is that? Why did farmers adapt to smartphone technology faster than even suburban and urban America? Well, number one, you're in remote areas, you're more reliant on something like that. But number two, and I think more importantly, just like all the modernization that we've had, all the innovation that we've had in agriculture, when it's your job, it's your own personal business, when your livelihood is in jeopardy, that creates a type of urgency that you don't see in other parts of the world. And the third thing is faith. I don't need pollsters to tell me that rural America adheres to strong Christian values more closely than urban and suburban America does. I've traveled it. I've walked through the corners. I've visited the small towns. I've been in the coffee shops. It's very, very much the fabric of our communities in rural America. And it is part of what has brought us through to this date and what will continue to make us the breadbasket of the world.